Assalamu alaikum. This is Prapunti Chakraborty welcoming you to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Letter to be sent to Chief Election Commissioner to arrange national elections in February, says Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus in his address to nation. The crimes of disappearances, murder, genocide committed during Al-Malik regime to be prosecuted, says Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. July Mass Uprising Day observed across country through various programs. July Uprising Day also celebrated in Chattogram through various programs and remembering July martyrs with due dignity. Fascism never to be established again, says BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman. Israeli forces kill 74 Palestinians, including 36 waiting for aid in Gaza. And Netherlands to tour Bangladesh on August 26 to play three-match T20 series. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus said a letter will be sent to the Chief Election Commissioner to arrange national elections in February before the next Ramadan. He said this while addressing the nation on the anniversary of the July Uprising. He said the interim government is moving towards handing over the responsibility of running the state to an elected government. The chief advisor said those involved in the brutal massacres of history in July-August will be tried on the soil of this country. Stating that the July Charter is in its final stages, the chief advisor hoped that the political parties would soon sign the July Charter and reach a consensus on its implementation. The speech was broadcast simultaneously at 8:20 p.m. on state-run Bangladesh television, BTV News, and Bangladesh Betar. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus expressed his strong intention to bring to justice the crimes of disappearances, murder, genocide, crimes against humanity, and all kinds of torture, oppression, and looting of state property committed during the Al-Malik government. While presenting the July proclamation to the nation at the South Plaza of the Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan in the afternoon, the chief advisor said the people of the country are declaring all the martyrs of the July Uprising as national heroes and expressing their intention to provide all necessary legal protection to the families of the martyrs, injured July fighters, and the protesting students. While presenting the July Charter in the presence of top leaders of various political parties including BNP, Jamaat-e-Islami, NCP, the principal advisor said, the people of Bangladesh are expressing the expectation that the rights of present and future generations will be protected through an environment and climate-tolerant, inclusive, and sustainable development strategy. He said, the Student Uprising 2024 will be given appropriate state and constitutional recognition, and the charter will be included in the schedule of the reformed constitution of the next elected government.
26 মার্চ স্বাধীনতা ঘোষণা করে রক্তক্ষয়ী মুক্তিযুদ্ধের মাধ্যমে জাতীয় মুক্তির লক্ষ্যে বাংলাদেশ রাষ্ট্র প্রতিষ্ঠা করেছিল। দীর্ঘ 16 বছরের ফ্যাসিবাদী অগণতান্ত্রিক গণবিরোধী শাসন ব্যবস্থা কায়েমের লক্ষ্যে এবং একদলীয় রাষ্ট্র ব্যবস্থা প্রতিষ্ঠার অতি উগ্র বাসনা চরিতার্থ করার অভিপ্রায়ে সংবিধানে অবৈধ অগণতান্ত্রিক পরিবর্তন করা হয়, যার ফলে একদলীয় একচ্ছত্র ক্ষমতা ও আধিপত্য প্রতিষ্ঠার পথ সুগম হয়। সেই হেতু বাংলাদেশের জনগণ সুশাসন ও সুষ্ঠু নির্বাচন, ফ্যাসিবাদী শাসনের পুনরাবৃত্তি রোধ, আইনের শাসন, অর্থনৈতিক ও সামাজিক ন্যায় বিচার নিশ্চিত করার লক্ষ্যে নিয়মতান্ত্রিক উপায়ে বিদ্যমান সংবিধান ও সকল রাষ্ট্রীয় সাংবিধানিক প্রতিষ্ঠানের গণতান্ত্রিক সংস্কার সাধনের অভিপ্রায় ব্যক্ত করে। বাংলাদেশের জনগণ যুক্তিসঙ্গত সময়ে আয়োজিতব্য অবাধ ও সুষ্ঠু ও নিরপেক্ষ একটি নির্বাচনের মাধ্যমে গঠিত জাতীয় সংসদে প্রতিশ্রুত প্রয়োজনীয় সাংবিধানিক সংস্কারের মাধ্যমে দেশের মানুষের প্রত্যাশা, বিশেষত তরুণ প্রজন্মের আকাঙ্ক্ষা অনুযায়ী আইনের শাসন ও মানবাধিকার, দুর্নীতি, শোষণমুক্ত, বৈষম্যহীন ও মূল্যবোধ সম্পন্ন সমাজ এবং গণতান্ত্রিক রাষ্ট্র ব্যবস্থা প্রতিষ্ঠার অভিপ্রায় ব্যক্ত করেছে। বাংলাদেশের জনগণ এই অভিপ্রায় ব্যক্ত করছে যে ছাত্র গণঅভ্যুত্থানের 2024-এর উপযুক্ত রাষ্ট্রীয় সাংবিধানিক স্বীকৃতি প্রদান করা হবে এবং পরবর্তী নির্বাচনে নির্বাচিত সরকারের সংস্কারকৃত সংবিধানের তফসিলে এই ঘোষণাপত্র সন্নিবেশিত করা হবে এবং 5ই আগস্ট 2024 সালে গণঅভ্যুত্থানে বিজয়ী বাংলাদেশের জনগণের আকাঙ্ক্ষার প্রতিফলন হিসেবে এই ঘোষণা প্রণয়ন করা হলো।
Today marks the day of mass uprising that changed the course of history. The day is being observed across the country with various programs. People from all walks of life are paying deep tribute to the martyrs of the July mass uprising. Floral tributes are being offered in remembrance of those who made the ultimate sacrifice to free the country from autocracy. Political parties, various social organizations, and both government and non-government institutions have organized programs to commemorate the day of mass uprising. From the early hours of the day, floral wreaths and heartfelt tributes are being placed at the July Martyrs Memorial at Shahbag's Projonmo Chottor. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus has released a commemorative postage stamp and inaugural envelope on the occasion of the July Uprising Day 2025. The Chief Advisor released the postage stamp and the inaugural envelope using a counselor at a ceremony at the State Guest House, Jamuna today. Education Advisor C.R. Abrar, Liberation War Affairs Advisor Farooq Azam, Industries and Public Workers and Advisors Adilur Rahman Khan, Environment, Forest and Climate Change Advisor Sayeda Rizwana Hassan, Chief Advisor's Special Assistant Faiz Ahmed Toyob, Information and Communication Technology Division Secretary Shish Haider Chaudhary, and Posts and Telecommunications Secretary Abdul Nasser Khan were present on the occasion. July Uprising Day was also celebrated in Chattogram through various programs. The July martyrs were remembered with due dignity on the occasion. The day's program began with the initiative of the Chattogram District Administration in the morning by placing wreaths at the grave of July martyr Shohidul Haq at Roshalbagh at Bakulia in the city. Officers and employees of various government departments, including the Chattogram City Corporation, Divisional Administration, Deputy Commissioner, Chattogram, CMP, and Chattogram Range paid tribute by placing wreaths. Later, wreaths were placed at the grave of Shohid Muhammad Alam at the Goribullah Shah Mazhar graveyard in the city. City Mayor Dr. Shahadat Hussain, Divisional Commissioner Dr. Muhammad Ziauddin, CMP Commissioner Hasib Aziz, Deputy Commissioner Farida Khanum were present. In addition, various political parties held prayer mahfils seeking the forgiveness of the departed soul of the July martyrs. BNP's acting chairman Tariq Rahman said fascism will never be established again in Bangladesh and the country will never be allowed to become a supervillain state. He made these remarks today in a video message addressed to the nation on the occasion of the July Uprising Day. Tariq Rahman said, "What happened in Bangladesh on 5th of August is unprecedented not only in the country's history but also in the history of the world. On the occasion of 5th of August, he also paid solemn tribute to the contributions of all the martyrs. BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi said, "Today is a historic day of both sorrow and glory for the freedom and democracy-loving people." He made this remark today at a press conference held at the BNP Central Office in the capital, marking the anniversary of the July Uprising and in remembrance of the martyrs who sacrificed their lives. Rizvi said, "The July Uprising stands as a symbol of the heroism of students and the people in the revival of democratic consciousness, in the pursuit of justice and good governance." The BNP senior leader further said the interim government will pave the way for free, fair, and accountable elections to establish democracy and good governance in the country. He announced that on the final day of the month-long programs commemorating the anniversary of the sorrow and victory of the July Uprising, a victory procession will be brought out tomorrow from the party's central office. Now, international news.